Howdy, friend. Welcome to Homegrown. I'm your host, R.P. Smith. I hope all of you are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. We didn't slow down much here after last week's wedding. I was privileged to help at a friend's branding yesterday, and Beth has been involved in planning a family reunion at her home place. So maybe next week will be more normal. Not likely. But the cows are grazing, and I've started to combine groups, so that makes the rotation a little easier. I'll be making a trip out to Idaho in a couple weeks for a combination bull riding cowboy poetry tent meeting. I'm involved with the cowboy poetry. It's put on by a cowboy church in Idaho Falls, and I'm sure glad to have my pal Jake Riley in on the event. It sure is wonderful to have someone to share the driving duties with for that 15 minutes a day when I take a nap. In honor of Memorial Day, I'd like to share one that I wrote many years ago. I call this piece, The Trail Before Me. When I ride out here where it's quiet, sometimes I stop to see if I can hear the voices of the men who rode this trail ahead of me. I see the old foundations where homes and windmills used to stand. I cannot help but wonder who were the folks that worked this land. They must have been dreamers much like me, with dreams of a better life in the coming season. But now they're gone. Just these few bricks remain, and I don't know the reason. What of the men that came before the barbed wire fence and plow? Could it ever be so quiet that I could hear their voices now? Perhaps they rode for Print Olive, bringing Texas cattle up the western trail, before the storms that finished the open range herds, before the Homestead Act and rail. Can I hear the voices of the men who spoke in a different tongue? I do not know their names or tribes or how they raised their young, just that they lived from what the land provided, what they could take from the buffalo herd. The wind is moving through the blue stem. I thought it spoke a word. Then I think of the men that I have known, of their conditions and their choices, and the lessons they have taught me, and I can hear their voices. The voice of my grandpa, who looked at death as an adventure, not a worry. While he waited for his Savior's call, he built with his hands, he was in no hurry. Or the man that broke mules for Uncle Sam, and others who have served their country well, who have come back home and never shared the memories they can't tell. Even though things didn't always work out just the way these men had planned, they thanked the Lord for the life they've had, living here close to the land. Now I seek the voice of my Maker, who knows history and what shall come to pass, a beginning and an end, an anchor on the sea of grass. I wonder of the legacy I will pass to the ones who follow this trail I'm on, when the wind has blown over the work I've done, and it will all be gone. Perhaps as they stand on this grassy hill, that wind will carry a voice, and they will know that every day here is a gift from the Lord. Friend, be thankful and rejoice. Thank you for riding along on Homegrown this morning, hoping that the Lord blesses you real good today, and that our happy trails cross again soon. I'm R.P. Smith.